She's a wife, she's a mom, she's an entrepreneur. She wears her own designs, and she is at the forefront of empowering women, not just in the political scene, but just making sure that women are enabled in ways to just make them feel that they can be whatever it is that they want to be. Sylvia, welcome to the building.
Thank you.
You look so nice.
Thank you.
And we look like we have something green going on.
Yes,
this morning.
green is the go-ahead color.
Yes, please go.
And you look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Kindly introduce yourself to the people. You know, I have listed a couple of things that you are,
Yes.
but they're things that you say about yourself and not what other people say about you.
Yes.
How would you do that? How would you describe you?
Well, like you said, in a nutshell, I am a wife, I am a mother, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm also a mentor.
Yeah.
But at the same time, venturing into a new world of politics, which has always been in my background.
Okay.
But now it's coming out more as, you know, we face more challenges, I say, in our
What
country.
prompted that? What prompted from behind the scenes to, I want to be at the front of this particular part of my life?
I don't want it to sound like a cliche,
Okay.
but quite frankly, COVID.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, that is no cliche, please. We're still in it.
We're still in
We
it,
need
yes,
help.
quite rightly. So basically, you know, sitting there and, you know, you have your family and everything is okay. You're able to have food on the table. You have a roof over your head. And then you remember there's the woman who used to come and clean the house, and she's no longer doing that.
Yeah.
And maybe every time and again you get a phone call here and there of somebody just not having food on the table. And so this awakened me to start venturing out of my comfort zone and start visiting some of these informal settlements where wonderful Kenyans live. And some of these wonderful Kenyans were mostly employees of hotels, which was the hardest hit industry. So the husband, the wife, they're all at home. And then when I visited one of the areas, I thought to myself, well, you know, as an NGO, you can do something about this. But in the long run, is it really enough?
Is it sustainable?
Yeah, is it sustainable? We can do better than this. And where is that place where you can do better other than in the government? Yeah.
So you decided to step up.
To step up.
And take that role.
Take that role, go and represent these wonderful Kenyans that have no voice other than in the ballot box. And once they put their voice in the ballot box, they put all their trust in that ballot box, hoping that whoever they've elected will actually bring services back home, services that will change their lifestyles.
Yes.
But half the time that doesn't happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And so the life cycle continues.
Yes.
Every 5 years they do the same thing and nothing changes.
You wear many hats, and you've just added to the docket stepping up
Yes.
in the political scene,
Yes.
being able to fight for the people.
Yes.
You have other roles as well.
Yes.
You have to be a wife, you have to be a mom. You know, wearing these different capes and going back home and remembering what the Bible says about you being the wife, and you have to be submissive. But out here, you are calling the shots, you are running the show.
Yeah.
How is that? How do you just, you know, thrive in all of them?
Firstly, I have to say you have to be cognizant to your own values as a being.
Okay.
Be comfortable with yourself, understand who you are as a woman and the place you want to be in this space of life that we've been given by our Almighty God. And then the second thing I always say is that my home front is the anchor of my peace. So once I have that settled, then I know I can venture out there because I know I have the support of my family, particularly my husband, in everything that I want to do. So when I step out and I have anything that I need to do, particularly in the business, you know, looking for new clients, getting new product lines, or trying to get marketing or branding our products and getting them out into the market, then you know that you are walking with the full support of your family.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's driving you also is because you need this money to keep going and to keep running the family.
Yeah.
So what drives me is not just, you know, the top, but is also the family, and is also remembering where I came from. The fact that I never ever want to go back to where we started. It was far. And I remember looking at my mom thinking, this woman, how does she do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But she woke up every day and she made sure we had. She made sure we went to good schools. She made sure that we explored beyond our limits. And so for me, I don't have limits. I believe the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you get there, the galaxy is up there waiting for us.
Absolutely.
As well. So we keep going, and this keeps you going every single day.
Yes.
And we fight things. There are things that people will say about us, especially when you get into the political scene.
Yes.
And especially if you're a woman, they know exactly how to hit you, how to shut you up.
Yes.
And that happens a lot. But then there are things we do to ourselves where you talk yourself down, where you self-sabotage yourself. Did you ever go through that? Did it take a lot of time for you to step from the back to the front? Did you ever struggle with, am I good enough? Am I what the society needs? And how did you convince yourself that it doesn't matter what anybody says, my intentions are right and I will do this?
Yes, that's a very valid point, because, you know, as you go along the journey of life, you go through many facets of it.
Yeah.
There are some have a high notes and some are very low. And it's when you hit the low that you realize that I cannot go beyond this low. The only way is up. Yeah. And so faith is what has driven me more, because when I decided that, you know, I'm putting all my faith in my God, the one that I serve, He will lead me. And so that gave me the platform to propel all my ideas, to have the confidence to go forward, knowing that once I say my prayer in the morning, I know that that prayer will guide me through everything that I want to do. And yes, you know, you get times when people will put you down, particularly in the political scene.
Yes.
You know, the corporate world, which I'm comfortable in, is very different. There's always the, you know, you will do better. Oh, you did a great job.
Yes.
There's always a pat on the back,
Yes.
even if the product is, you know. But the political scene is hard.
Yes.
And as we can see in Kenya, it's very male-driven. But we've had some wonderful women that have scaled it. And those are the ones that you look back on and say, if she could do it, I can do it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so in Kenya we have wonderful female role models.
They set the pace.
They set the
So
pace
you're
for
walking
us.
on a path
I mean,
that
the
was-
likes of Wangari Maathai.
Yes.
You know, they went as far as they could.
To just make sure that you had the chance that you have today.
Exactly.
We are taking a very short commercial break. We will be right back with Sylvia, sending all your questions 111 and we will be answering them as we go. This is Full Circle with Mwikali. Welcome back to Full Circle with Mwikali. We are talking to a mother, a wife, an entrepreneur. She is a political leader and also a champion for women empowerment. I'm talking about Sylvia. Welcome to the show again.
Thank you, thank you.
And you know, you are really big on women and making sure that women are taking the opportunities that are given to them or creating opportunities for themselves, for them to know that they are enough.
Yes. You know, as a country, we are still lacking social support.
Okay.
And so, as the demographics have it, women are the ones who are at the lowest cadre when it comes to employment, entrepreneurship, or even in the public service.
Yes.
So basically, what is ideal is to empower these women. And we are not talking about huge investments. It's anything that they can be able to do to earn money so that they can support their families.
Okay.
Because you support a woman, you support the entire family.
That is
We
true.
all know that.
Yes.
And so my core value is actually to put together projects, different sort of projects, of which we are working with at the moment, to make these women come to the table, say, I got a couple this kind of money, I'm going to invest in this small project and let it bear fruits for me. Even if it's microfinance that we have to extend unto them, it will make a bigger difference. But women need to be empowered. You know, it's sad to see a mother asking for food for her child. I mean, for how long would she do that? Yeah. We have a government that is trying to do what it can. However, it's catering for the middle class and anybody else that is able to take care of themselves. What about a mother that has 2 small children? She has no house help because she cannot afford it, and she cannot walk to work with the child because there's no child services. Where is she in this society?
Yeah.
How does she cope? So that is my core, my key value, that let's empower these women. Let's do projects that will enable them to get into the workforce or into the small businesses that they can be able to have their own income.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love that you talk about this because it reflects on you leading and championing from the front, because
Absolutely.
you are standing up and you're saying, I want to be the Nairobi women rep come 2021 and 2022. We are in 2021. Come 2022, that this is what you want to do. What inspired? Is this the same drive about women taking up, not just, you know, speaking about it, but saying, you know what, I know I'm saying this, but I will also stand up and I will be counted as a woman who stood up for this.
Exactly. Because what we've had in the past and historically, we've had very few women that have stood up actually to be elected into these positions. And what I want to first of all say is that as Kenya, in terms of inclusivity, we have come a long way compared to other African countries. So that's credible to our government. However, we are still lacking in many areas. And these areas is having the voluntary shift from corporate world into the political world. You know, the minds that can move, the same minds that move, the same brains that move and propel the corporate world. Can we have the same reflected in the public service? Because what we need is to take back our country. The men are doing what they can do best, but even at home without a wife, they are lost. And so we need as many women, not nominated positions. We need women elected rightly into their positions so that they can have the autonomy to deliver the services to the people. First of all, we have to also shift away from the notion of once you are elected, you become the oppressor and, you know, the god, so to speak. You have been elected by these people to serve. Go and do what you're supposed to do, which is to serve. Bring the services to the people. How many MPs or women representatives, current ones, can stand up strongly and say, I introduced this bill, and this bill has changed the lives of about 2 million Kenyans. None of them can stand and say that. But they are comfortable to go back and vie again for the next year and the next year and the next year. So I want to encourage my fellow women from the corporate world, please, please. It sounds intimidating, but I'm trusting in God. I have the faith that if I want to do this right and if I have the course right in my mindset, God will give me the guidance to get this done.
Absolutely.
To change, even if it's just one thing, have an impact on the way we live our lives in Kenya. We can do better.
Actually, the hashtag is Mama na Kazi.
Mama na Kazi. Or Mama Care.
Mama Care. And I wish you all the best with that. And our time is coming to an end.
Yes.
So, fun thing, you wear your own designs.
Yes. Yes.
Something that most people don't know about you.
No, yeah.
So you create, you tailor them, or what's the process?
No, I have a tailor, but I design.
You design your own outfits?
Yes, because
those look like power campaign outfits.
You can say that.
Okay.
But you know, I like fashion. I love to explore with color.
Yes.
You know, I love a woman looking good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not because, you know, you've gone to put something together. You know, something looking you feel confident in yourself as well when you feel
Absolutely.
dressed right.
Yes.
And so it's something that I've always had in the background,
Yes.
but now it's kind of gone full blown within the past 1.5 years.
You're wearing you right now.
Right now I am, yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
It's really nice. Your parting shot, as we say, Kwaheri, and
Yes.
what should people look out for? Your handles on social media,
Yes.
because you also push your agenda on social media as well.
Yes. So the social media handles is Honorable Sylvia Mulama, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Please follow me. And please follow the many activities we're doing with the women and the great people of Nairobi. And, help me to champion the cause.
Absolutely.
And please let as many young ladies and women join the political scene. We are needed.
That's absolutely true.
Yes.
And all the best. And congratulations for taking the stand.
Thank you very
and
much.
calling us, because you didn't just get on and go. You're still stretching your hand
Yes.
for the next woman who wants to be pulled up, and
Yes.
you can do the same for them.
Yes,
God
we'll work
bless you
together.
for that.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Mwikali.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate you for having me on your show.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Right now, though, I'm going to take you all the way to New Mexico. 10 amazing places that you should visit once you plan your journey to go there or you find yourself there. Take a look.
It's no wonder